Hey guys, Miss Morning here. I'm going to get to the coloring part of the cross contour hands, helping them look more three-dimensional as we go on. Now, I want you to start to think about which elements of art we're using as we're going. So far we have shape, the shape of the hands. Those are organic shapes. What else did we do? We did lines. We outlined the hand. We drew cross contour lines across the hand. And that seems, and we kind of did value because the pencil is darker than the paper. Now we're going to kind of increase our use of value using from dark to light. Now for my hands, I'm going to increase the illusion of it being three-dimensional by using, I'm going to get 3 analogous colors. That means they're side by side on the color wheel. And I'm going to shade dark to light in each section. Now I'm going to do blue, well, let's do purple as the darkest shadow. So in each section of the finger, I'm going to start around the edge and I'm going to curve just like these lines are curved here. Start from the edge, and I'm not coloring flat. This is what makes it look 3D. As I'm contouring, I'm wrapping around, and I'm going to press a little harder on the edges to create like a shadow illusion. I'm gonna color it in, and I'm gonna get a little bit lighter because I want to blend it with that blue. Get a little bit lighter as we go towards the center, but I'm still curving that line. This takes a little while, but the effect is really cool. I'm going to continue curving that shadow. Going to overlap the blue with the purple so we got a nice indigo. And those shadows. Just be sure you don't flatten out. You have to keep that curve in your shadow. Can't flatten out, but you can lighten up a little bit as you get towards the center. I'm going to get a little bit of light blue in there right before we transition to the white. I'm going to color a little bit of white down the middle, give it a kind of a shiny effect. Use that white to kind of blend the other colors into the paper. Okay, so you see how that section looks really three-dimensional and shiny in the middle? I'm going to do the next section. Now this one doesn't partition off, so you don't see that other line that maybe would be right here running through there. But I'm going to still kind of wrap around the edges, curve, just like these lines at the top and the bottom are curved. I'm going to curve at the edge of the finger. I'm going to start another curve here on this finger. Think about how the fingers are shaped. They're nice and curved on either side. That curve kind of runs down into each other in between the fingers. And almost started to flatten out there. See, and I'm doing one section at a time. I'm not going all the way across several different sections. If you break it up that one section at a time, it kind of, you look at it fresh again. What I don't want to see is straight up and down coloring. I want you to really wrap that shadow around each section. I'm going to go in through with the blue. Like I said before, it takes a little while, but the effect is worth it. Switch to the light blue, kind of blend it over the dark blue, keeping that curve. Shade it in with just a little bit more blue. Go through the white and blend it in. Now you can do this with just one color. Like if you don't want to switch shades of blue or green or orange, you can do the whole thing with one shade, and you can switch colors between sections. I've seen some students do that before too. I tend to like to do it this way, but if you wanted to like alternate blue, purple, green, you could have rainbow hands if you wanted to. I'm gonna minimize that shine just a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit bright. I'm gonna keep that curve though. So you can see that you're creating an illusion of three-dimensional objects there. Okay, I'm gonna do the background, and the next you can continue on with each of the sections until you fill up the whole hand. It takes a little bit, but it looks really cool, and I'll see you on the next video.